OXM video. My name is Edwin. We are playing Diablo 3, and to my right are...
This is Aoife from OXM. Also, that was a fantastic intro, if I do say so.
Well, thank you very much, Aoife.
Both Aoife and myself were aquiver with your... what amounts to the sex pouring out of your mouth. Thick, syrupy sex. We were letting our art guy play, and he's clearly clueless. He knows how to put a page out, but he doesn't know how to press the buttons on a controller.
I know, what a useless human being. He was going to come along and participate in this, but he couldn't for reasons. By the way, Log hasn't introduced himself. This is Log.
Hello.
Who I'm pointing at now, and you can't see that.
So
Anyway.
the three of us and Fimbo decided we'd try a bit of Diablo 3 4-player.
Yes, noting the easily drop-in, drop-out gameplay, which is another bullet point from the press release.
So there we
And
go.
somebody did just drop in, so
Yes,
that
we're
was
assembled.
extremely well timed.
Look at us all.
Now, if I remember correctly, I'm that guy, the guy who's just spat out a bunch of harpoons. That's me.
And that fetching lady in blue, down at the bottom there.
Is that you with the
That's,
icicles?
Yep.
Which one am I?
I think you were the witch doctor, weren't you?
Yes. I was
Yeah.
the witch doctor thinking that I was familiar with the class, but in fact I'd only played him up to about level 10, so a lot of his skills at level 34 were just completely lost on me.
I was extremely happy with my class because I think it's just the least scientific, isn't it? I mean, you just basically walk in and smack everything around the face, don't you? Don't you?
Yeah. It's,
I think Fimbo is player 4. He was the one that was just running around the bottom right-hand corner and has now decided to join the fray.
Welcome, Finlay. Feels like we should, I don't know, ad-lib for him or something.
Yeah.
What's the word?
I'll give him
What
a
do
little
his voice?
commentary.
Okay, I'll do his voice. Hello, I'm Fimbo. I don't know what I'm doing.
He's going to really regret not coming along and taking part in this.
We're just going to rib him for his lack of skill now. Although he's actually not doing that badly. I think we're all a little bit... Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, this confused the heck out of me. I thought this was, look, you see, I'm going, oh my god, zombies! Oh, this is somebody's skill.
You're trying to attack them.
That's one of the witch doctor is responsible for making the screen really busy. I mean, there was some point in the things when I was trying to attack my own zombie dogs. And, yeah, when summoning a wall of zombies is one of his attacks as well, so...
Kill the butterfly.
Yeah, I think it takes me another couple of times for me to get used to the fact that you're doing that and not the enemy. And the zombie dogs I'm still puzzled by.
To be fair to you, it's a tough sort of... I'm stuck in the railing. it's a tough kind of... 4-player is really kind of hard to have a first play at this, which it was your first time, so, you know.
It was
You
my
really-
first time.
You really have to tune out the graphics and just look at your coloured circle in
Yeah.
4-player.
Kill the goat people.
Definitely.
Kill the goat people and find the Khazra staff, that we may progress.
Just like all adventurers.
Come, gentlemen. Let us not tarry in this place. Sorry, we need more of a warm-up for that kind of thing.
One thing I've noticed that there's not any evidence of in this demo. I've played it through about 5 or 6 times now, and there's no gems.
No,
Gems.
Oh,
Gems.
yeah, there isn't, is there?
Gems are such a cornerstone of what Diablo is to me.
Clearly,
Just the
you wouldn't have said it in that voice, and I'm now waiting to hear why. I can't understand.
Well, it's just the compulsion of collection is like, you start off finding chip gems on low level, and then 3 chip gems makes a flawed gem, 3 flawed gems makes a normal gem, and there's 15 levels of gems all the way up to a Marquise gem, and I've worked out
Slow down, Hotshot.
you need to collect millions of chip gems to make one Marquise gem, and of course you don't need to because you start finding gems at high levels, but just that mathematical fact makes me think, screw this. I love it, but my god.
But what do gems do?
Yes.
Gems can be added into your garments for boosted stats.
Socketed, if you will.
Socket to me, yes, is probably... Actually, socket to me, you get tomes of crafting. Socket tome is going to be one of the... Well, I write about Diablo 3.
Look out for that.
Yeah.
It's probably an embargo breaking thing there, isn't it, or something? Sorry, I'm trying to think of something to say at this point. I don't understand what's going on.
Look at the bats.
Just the
Yeah, so-
whirlwind thing, though. I just worked out the whirlwind thing on the right trigger.
You mean crackling with lightning there.
And the other move I have is the jumpy, bouncy... There I go. Look, wait!
Hurricane!
on.
You're like a Tasmanian devil.
Yes.
Oh, that was cool. So you can actually do like a scorpion move. God, get over here.
Yeah, this sort of, because the barbarian's quite a melee character, he's got his way of
He
getting
doesn't
them in
have time
close.
to walk up to people, does he? Just, he's a
Just
busy
gotta
man.
kill them and kill them fast.
People
It's
want
a
to get
terrible
slain.
chat up, Mel.
Yeah, but I also quite liked my jumpy move because it basically meant that when massive amounts of spells were going on and I was getting confused, I could just basically project myself arbitrarily 30 feet in one direction. And I go, that's who I am.
Just
Right.
Getting to where you need to be. These little frog things.
Yeah, we haven't spent much time in the menus respecking ourselves in this one because
think we're
4
just-
players
yeah.
respecking wouldn't have made for an interesting video.
No. And I think the wizard is kind of the class that I'm most familiar with, so I was able to jump in quite fast. But I mean, I've never actually played much with the other classes, so it was good to sort of see some of the higher level skills.
It
Yeah,
is
there's,
a spectacle.
There's one thing I like about the Witch Doctor is you get your zombie dogs quite early, but later on you can get a new skill that makes them explode, and you just got 3 walking mines. And then further on you get the ability that when they explode, it might spawn another dog, so you get this endless chain of exploding pets. It's
Exponential dog explosion. The best kind of explosion.
self-fueling dog bombs.
Demon dog meat shield.
So we're in a dungeon now,
Yes.
and yes,
Oh, look at all the spiders.
the spiders turned out to be pretty weak after the people outside, like self-replicating massive warthogs that I was killing before.
They're just essentially meant to crowd you, aren't they? There's just
Yeah.
loads of them swarming at you at once.
That's one of those random skills that boss mobs get is illusory, as they just spawn
Oh yeah, the
weaker
illusion, yeah.
versions of themselves that make it the
Get the
action
loot.
more intense.
Get the loot. I think I was really selfish with the loot in this run through. I was like, yeah,
It
mine.
does seem like that's definitely going to be the way it works. This does remind me so much of games like I played, about 10, 15 years ago. In a good way, Blizzard, don't worry. But like, I don't know, I used to play Jedi Power Battles, which is an absolutely god-awful game for a station that has play in front of it, and but it was the same sort of thing where you were obviously rushing to get the loot and hating each other quietly when they got there first. So.
The compulsion to get the loot is so strong, even in a 15-minute game when you know you're not going to get to keep it. You just think, pick it up, pick it up!
Yeah.
Even when there's still enemies on screen as well. And I think that's going to be interesting when the game comes out and people sort of get together. You're gonna separate the wheat from the chaff quite quickly.
This
See-
is when we had a kind of like a special effects competition at this.
Woo!
That was one of my favourite wizards, was when you get that beam.
The ice beam.
And it's when that red and black one that when you get the rune that turns it into one that just spirals off and hits other things as
Yes.
well.
Yeah, you feel pretty powerful when you get those ones.
It's a great game for making you feel powerful and then handing your ass to you.
It does actually, but because it looks so simple, but it is just like quite. There's a lot to it. That we're just
There's a
all.
lot to it. It's all going on in about
Yeah,
like
I
a
know.
square foot of in-game. So zombies climbing out of lightning bolts out of.
I can't tell
This is
what's
their
going
bed.
on there.
That's my tactic. You see, I was like, I
Woo.
don't understand what's going on. Yup.
This is why I think the 4-player is going to be a little bit much. I don't know how it'll work when you've got 2 players on different consoles, whether you'll be
Yeah.
allowed to separate out to the same screen or not, but at the moment, if one player gets left behind, they'll get teleported in.
Yeah.
So
Part of it might be just because we were all crowded around one screen as well. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
it's if that you haven't got any distractions going on around you, you can kind of keep track of your own character a little bit better. But
Is there not? Can you like change the camera distance? Is there anything
No.
like that?
no
control
it's
over that.
fixed.
But there's another thing that's been added for the console version is the lock-on. So if you notice the arrows appearing above monsters' heads,
I
you
didn't
can,
notice that for ages
Yeah.
as well.
you can use that to see who everyone else is attacking, and if you want to deal
Join
with the
in.
minions or just join in or pile on the big boss, that's one way of working out what the hell is going on.
Is there much kind of like? I mean, are there lots of abilities that like help other players and things like that, or is it like everybody for themselves?
It's not quite as like games like where you have a healer and a tank and DPS and stuff like that. It's not quite that refined, but
No, healing isn't so much of a role. but
There's definitely elements of teamwork, but it's just not. I think it's better as in that it's not as prescribed, so you can do a little bit of everything maybe.
I love playing solo as well, so there'd be not much call for a priest. When I was playing WoW, I played as a priest just because I wanted people to like me.
There's always need for a healer in WoW. That you can be sure. I was a feral druid, so I respect about 5 million times. But.
Oh, I wish I could join this anecdotes sort of story. I haven't played any World of Warcraft. It is World
You'll
of
be
Warcraft,
surprised
so-
how far it doesn't get you in life having WoW anecdotes.
Even with a fully leveled character, it's just shocking. You'd think putting that on your CV would just open all kinds of doors, but no.
I don't know. Give it 10 years.
Yeah.
I never got decent loot or decent kit in WoW. People would walk up to me, inspect me, lol, then walk off.
This has kind of gone from WoW anecdotes to WoW confessions. I never got decent kit.
Well, that's what I like.
Likely.
That's what I like about this. Is just decent kit drops. You get it randomly.
And you can play on your own, so yeah.
Yeah, you don't get. It's not the result of hundreds of hours playing PvP. It's it's just lucky sods.
Is there a kind of can you do a thing where you mix parties between online and local? Like you have 2 people local and 2 other people.
Yes, you can do that. I'm not sure how it. I haven't had a chance to play that yet, so I can't really talk about it. But I do know that you can do that.
It seems like it'd be a good answer to the whole confusion thing. 3 minutes left. I feel like we started with a rich vein of sexy voices, and we've kind of let that one slide as if it was unbecoming.
Even Thimbo. Hello, I'm Thimbo.
He's still here.
Yeah.
Hi, he's doing all right, doesn't he? Actually, we're all doing all right. I don't think any of us have died yet.
Yeah,
No, it's easy to pick up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you're just hammering the buttons without a clue of what you're doing, like
Literally, I occasionally got bored of one button and I hammered the next. That occurred at 2-minute intervals. And I think at this point we got to the end and we were like,
no,
we must have
there
missed
must be something
to be
else.
fair, you have picked this up and started playing without going into your menu and working out what each of your attacks do. So pretty much we're all playing without strategy at the minute, which is. People said that about the PC version, is that you only really get the real challenge on your 3rd playthrough or so, or once you get to the infernal difficulties.
Comments like that do fill me with despair. I have to say, oh, don't worry. When you play it for the 3rd time through, you'll understand why you are.
Oh, it's still fun. The cycle of sort of attacking and sort of, which it's just such a brilliantly paced game in terms of giving you a little challenge, keeping you entertained, then a big challenge, then a relax, then some loot. It's just a little. What's that word that people use? The loop. The
feedback loop. Yeah, I think
just the gameplay loop that some people developers talk about. You think, oh, stop
to
raising the skirt on game design, please.
You're about to talk about beats.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, the open again.
Exciting.
I was so excited that actually no, that's somebody else.
You're still not sure. Yes, we found the lost. I didn't even know we were looking for a lost wagon, but there you go.
Kill it!
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. I hated that wagon.
It's nice to get closure on that.
Yeah.
Go to zombies again.
Oh, here comes the tree.
Overcompensating.
More trees.
It's that purple column that just appeared. That was something you can do to find out where the hell you are. You can press your thumbstick in and it tells you where you are on the screen.
Oh.
Which is useful. If a confession that it's very hard to work out what's going on at times.
I could see that being, I don't know, maybe they prototype like a big comic sort of sign or something, or like in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Slightly tangential reference, I feel. But
Oh.
Yeah, and this was me going,
You were
maybe I can jump down there. Freedom!
It's not that kind of game.
Invisible wall.
This is one of those rest moments where we just like to spend our mana on...
We're just like looking for things that we can destroy. Oh, altar. Yeah.
Well, this must be entertaining for you to watch at home. Oh, there's the wagon again.
Yeah, we've come
Yay! It's not lost anymore. We found it 2 minutes ago.
It's kind of sort of, it can't appear as lost on the... Actually, wait, yeah. I'll save that story for another day.